to Dealing Seconds Podcast. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Chris.
And I am Danny.
We're missing John today.
Yes, we are.
Life got in the way. Sorry, John. I mean, your car came first. We know that.
He spent like 5 hours at the dealership.
Jesus Christ, just to fix up tires. Him talking about cars and whatever, I'm just like, I'm from New York. I don't get it. I don't use a car. I don't need a car. So like him saying, oh, I got to put it on the lift. I'm like, I know what a lift is, but lifting a car, and I'm like, man, I'm not me.
Yeah,
Not me.
yeah.
But John, we miss you. Next time you'll be here. Less editing for me.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
On that note.
Yeah, I figured we'd start by seeing if there's talk about any new decks that we've personally received lately, because I know Kickstarters and things are starting to fulfill, and some decks have come out.
For sure. A couple new decks. I mean, a couple that I have right here in front of me. Let me just grab this one. I actually have a couple new decks that came in. I posted this one on my social medias. I think everybody's been seeing it come out recently. It is the low poly V2 Starlit Seas. If
Here,
you're,
I'll pull mine out too.
that's what she said.
Yeah.
If you're watching right now on YouTube, you'll see us holding up the low poly V2 deck. It's an awesome card deck.
I mean, it fans, so I love that broken border.
Yeah. Unrivaled decks. Go check them out. Beautiful deck. Did really well. They also have, I did not open, I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere in this house.
I got it right here.
The Origin one. I have not opened it. You have it signed.
Well, they all came signed, didn't they?
Yes, it did. Yes.
Yeah,
It
they
is
all
up-
came signed.
yeah,
I know,
it's
because
up
I
there.
cellophaned them all.
Right, you did.
So
yes,
in order,
it's up there.
in doing that, I got an extra.
That is a crazy design.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This
I
should
like-
have been the deck.
No, I totally agree with you. I like the way that came out. The design
Yeah,
looks beautiful.
it's. Here, let me get a better pip here. Just that. I don't know if you can see that. It's picking up my face, isn't it?
It's like, no, I can't see too much. Oh, there
There
it
we
goes.
go.
It's almost like it's fractured. Like it's also polyed.
Yeah, so it's like,
Nice.
from the drawing board or whatever.
Drawing.
Drawing board. Here, let's take a look at this.
You see, I like the way they were going with this one, the black and white monochrome thing. It looks good. What's
go.
the red is what color? Are they still black or are they going a different
No.
color?
No, let's see. So
Blue?
let's see. It is. Let me get one that has a lot of pips so you can see it better. Kind of this.
Aqua, like dark aqua blue. Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's I really like it, and I think it should have been the V2, but that's just me.
It could have been the V2 because I do like this a lot. I like what they do. I like Corwin and my God, why am I blanking? Is it Jason, right?
Yep.
Jason. Yes, sorry, Jason. I almost forgot your name. Wow, it just escaped me. They do a great job on this deck, and I think the V1 was amazing. I think the V2 is great. I'm excited to see what they go with next on there.
I don't think they're doing the sharks anymore.
No, I
right?
think in general, I'm talking about whether are they going to stick with low poly? Are they going to do something different?
Oh,
I'm just interested to see where they're going to go next and what, because Jason is the designer. He's really talented, and I'm excited to see what he does.
Here, you know what I really like? Their sticker game is really
Yeah.
good.
That was such a good sticker. I don't even know where to put them on. I have all of them, and I'm like, I don't know where to stick them on.
I have one on my iPad Pro case.
I actually have one on my MacBook case. Yeah, I have. I don't have a lot of stickers on my MacBook case. Only the good ones go on there, like the nice ones I really like.
Yep.
So I was like, let me put one of theirs on, because Corwin has always been such a great guy. Corwin and Jason.
I mean, these.
Yeah, the die cuts are amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Dude, bro.
I'm scared of sharks, but I love them.
La, 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 la. So you've never seen that movie, that shark movie, Megalodon with
No,
what's his face?
no, never
I
have.
remember his name right now.
I know
Vin
he's.
Diesel? Well, that wasn't Vin Diesel. It was the other guy, wasn't it? Dude, I don't even remember. It was stupid and it was funny. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was that one, but I will never watch it because I'm scared shitless of sharks. Not gonna happen. Sorry, goodbye.
Well, okay.
Not my thing.
All right, so yeah, we both got the poly sharks in.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. And for me, what just came in the mail today, actually. And I'm going to show it. So if you like I said again, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, I'm actually going to show the deck so you can see it. I actually got the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring by Jackson Robinson, King's Wild. I did get this deck in today. I was able to get two of
That back
these.
design.
It's beautiful, honestly. So two of these, and then I also, because I wanted it, I'm not going to open it, but I just wanted it, was the Kickstarter limited edition. But again, it's Jackson, and when we talk about limited, we're talking about limited for Jackson, and you'll see on the number, it's out of 55.
5,500.
I mean,
That
it's
just shows you how successful the fucking Kickstarter was.
seriously, this was a blowout of a Kickstarter, and I honestly, I opened this one. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. It's the back design. I think came out beautifully.
Yeah, I love that.
It's a great back design. His Jokers, I've never read the
Oh.
books. By the way, I've never read Lord of the Rings, and I've never watched the movies, so I cannot tell you.
Hey, same here.
But I love the artwork. But the one thing I must say, his intricacies. Jackson Jackson is a master of art. I mean, does beautiful work.
Take that, Theory 11.
But you know what I also like about what he did on these cards, and I just realized as I was like fanning through the cards. So,
The map, right?
but look, the map changes from card to card. So it's not the same
Okay.
map design on each back.
I bet you if it was like on an uncut, it's the whole fucking map of Middle Earth.
Probably.
Or
I mean, he did some outstanding. I'm not going to show all of them. I do want to show the aces though, because I think the aces are one of the masterpieces.
the Gandalf on the, is that the diamonds? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the diamonds, the ace of diamonds. Yeah, I think that, and he did each ace as a like what we would call a power ace, and they're all beautiful.
Nice. Oh, that one's nice.
And then the last one,
I don't know who that character is.
nor do I. I'm not even going to try. And then
Sting, like
the singer.
from The Police or the wrestler?
I have no idea. But there was also a little bit of a teaser when he sent out the Kickstarters. Each backer, I think it's each backer, got an extra card with basically I got the Jack of Spades, and on the back of the Jack of Spades, instead of a back design, there was actually a QR code and a little bit more on it for Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
The Two Towers.
which will be
that's book number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not mistaken either. But that's coming out next year on Kickstarter. So it was like, hey, here's a little pre-launch page to check it out.
Nice. I mean, dude, awesome.
I was like, you know what? Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest King's Wild fan. I think Jackson's an amazing artist.
Yes.
I think he does great work. I think him doing the stuff by hand without using like, whether it be, I mean, he does use Photoshop and stuff like that, but doing everything by hand is an insane talent.
Yes, it is.
Am I a big fan of his cards? No. And the reason being is because a lot of his cards, he gets them printed with these other printers that they don't work well. And I think, don't get me wrong, his work is more like an art piece, but
Yeah.
this, I was actually shocked. This is not USPCC, but it handles.
Was it expert?
No,
What is it?
I have no idea. Yeah, doesn't say. I forgot. I don't remember. But the limited edition one, I know he wrote.
Yeah.
The limited one is printed by, I think, PRC.
Interesting.
Printed by PRC, yeah. So, but they handle really well, which I'm actually shocked. The stock feels great. I was like, okay, it's a thicker stock, but I like it. I was like, all right,
Cool. Yeah, I had backed it and I had to back off because of reasons.
Yeah, I mean, we all have reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there were a lot of Kickstarters I wanted to back more for and help out friends more, but life hits and
It does.
hospital for me and life in general. So you have to back off on certain things, or at least dumb down the pledge, or not back it completely.
Yep, exactly. And then I got these in the mail on Saturday.
What'd you get? Oh, the Orbit Tally-Hos.
Orbit tallies, the red and the blue. These are the blue seals. My red seals are safely tucked away up there in my display case. And yes, I don't like to flaunt what I have very often, but I will flaunt those every fucking chance I get, okay?
I mean, you did get them, and you got them from a great person.
Yeah. So I've only really been playing with the blue ones, and they are smooth as butter, as you would expect. And, I mean, I love this ace.
Oh, it's a nod to the original Ace.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
Come on.
Put your hand behind it.
La 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 la
Nah,
la
it just
la
doesn't
la
like you.
la. Does not like me. Anyway, but it's a nod to the original. You got the
Yeah.
Chris Brown 23,
Yeah.
right? Well, I do like the Power Ranger thing. I give up. Okay,
Well,
you get it.
wasn't this one also? Was this like designed by Schneider?
Yes, it was.
Aha.
Yes, it was. And here's the best part of this, kind of the tribute, right? We all know the Tally-Ho Joker,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
The second Joker is the Orbit astronaut doing the Tally-Ho cowboy thing. I mean, that's
That
pretty
takes
fucking
it.
funny to me.
That's hilarious.
You know, I love it. So, I think it was well done. Well, whatever. Let me check out the red one. Oh God, man, guys.
I've been
Even
meaning
better.
to, I've been meaning to pick them up, but I'm like, do I really need those? That's the
Yes.
question. I'm not gonna. I'm probably not gonna buy them. I would like them, but I'm not gonna buy them.
It smells so good. All right, so yeah, so those came in. Pretty excited about that. And then on a personal note, our buddy Pat had found a bunch of these bees in this beautiful teal colorway for Circus
Nice.
casinos in Reno and Vegas, and they were uncirculated and unopened. And these are the decks that they would use in the actual casinos.
Yeah.
Like it even has the the scan card for when they get them in, and then the alignment card. They're all jumbo, just like you need a casino because all people that play fucking poker are blind as fuck. Mm-hmm. And where's the other card at?
As we talk about it, while we're wearing glasses.
Oh, it's the other side of it. There you go, and it is stamped as its birthday, is like I like to call it. So these were made in August 1st, 2019.
Oh wow.
So I got a whole brick of them.
Wow. Good on you, Pat.
Yeah.
That's
so,
awesome.
And just for I don't know, this colorway just looks so nice together.
That is a pretty colorway.
Yeah. So Pat, appreciate you, bruh.
That is a really pretty colorway.
And for those who don't know, I love Reno. I love going to Reno, and Circus is the place to go for me.
Nice.
Got married there and everything. So yeah.
I mean, it's sentimental value for you. Makes more sense.
Exactly.
No, besides that, I mean, there hasn't been other really new decks coming out lately. I mean, I'm waiting still on some Kickstarters personally. There's a few
Luke
that I'm waiting on.
Wadey, Gambler's Warehouse is just holding us up
Well, I think
for us
Luke-
Americas.
Yeah, for us Americans, because even Gambler said, I think even between you as well as Luke, that I know you're doing distribution through SoCal, and
Yes.
Luke's doing through Gamblers, and both of you said that you rather wait till after the holidays to get stuff sent out.
Not the grid one though. For Luke Wadey's grid, he just got pushed back in line.
Oh,
Yep. So it was the arrows
yes, the Arrow V3s.
that we're gonna maybe start fulfilling around Christmas time, and he was probably gonna wait a few weeks,
Yeah,
which I would recommend
yeah.
because you don't want your packages floating out there.
No, of course,
Hundreds of millions of other packages,
of course.
porch thieves and things like that.
Oh my God, tell me about it. We have those here in New York, and we have
That's all New York has
Mailroom
is just
thieves.
porch thieves.
mailroom thieves. Happens all the time.
Oh yeah, mail rooms.
Mailrooms, yeah. But yeah, I'm waiting for those, and I'm excited because I also want to get if I'm not mistaken, I think I ordered the poster for the Arrow V3s. And
Yeah, I couldn't remember what I got.
I
what I
think
got.
I know I got one of the bundles. That was for sure. I got the first bundle from Luke because I wanted the carrot case. Actually, no. This time I had to buy the carrot case separately.
Yes.
So I bought the carrot case. I did because I already have all the other carrot cases. From
Yeah.
Luke.
Why? Well, you
I'm
can't stop now.
I'm like, screw it. Just going to keep going with it. That leads me also to say, you saw this. I think we spoke about this in our chat as well, in our Dealing Seconds chat. It was the Carrot Case Creations created that stand with the
Yes.
multiple that you can actually put your carrot cases on the stand in on a ladder format, and you can actually see everything. So I'm like, I need
I
to
think
get
they call
one of
that
those.
a tiered.
Okay,
Tiered
I'm
format.
it's what after 10 o'clock at night here in New York. I'm like, I'm long day.
You got me. I'm distracted because now I gotta go. I'm looking to see what I got with the Arrow V3 because it's bugging the hell out of me. All right.
You and me both. I mean, we're doing this. We're doing this live, guys. Not live, but we're recording this. But as we're doing this, I'm leaving this.
Oh, yes. Okay. I got of course I got the carrot case, but yeah, I got the uncut V3 Arrow because it was. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
If you're gonna do it, just do it all. Who cares? I didn't do the uncuts.
I normally don't, and he doesn't offer a whole bunch, and I usually don't. But I'm like, you know what?
Like, why not, right? Why
I think
not?
I did the same thing with the grids. Let me look here. Grid. Yeah, I got the Grid Arrow Edition 1 uncut. So there you
Let me
go.
see what I do with his. I totally forgot what I got.
That's my first time really getting uncuts off a Kickstarter. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. All I did was the collector package, the carrot case, and the poster. That's all I did for the V3s. Well,
Regretting not getting that poster.
Well, the reason why I got also the poster and everything, and the reason why I also went, because we're both part of Luke Wade's Patreon, and I went with my first ever bespoke deck was the Arrow Edition version, is because to me, the Arrow Edition is what got me into Luke Wade.
Same here.
Especially the V2s. The V2s is where I really fell in love with his style. And yeah, I don't have my bespoke yet. I don't know where it's at. I have to figure out. I forgot which address I sent to him, but I got to figure that one out too. I think I sent it to my job. But yeah, like that to me was like the first deck I wanted, and I liked of his, so I got that as bespoke. And now I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, let me get the poster because that poster looks really really nice.
That blue arrow, man.
It's gonna be perfect on my wall.
Yeah.
Like I only have a few things like artwork on my wall. One is this right over here. This is
and who did that?
This was actually done by Brad Gabbard.
Who's Brad Gabbard? For those who are dumb enough not to know.
If you don't know who Brad is Native Tongue, aka the Lore decks, aka worked with Doc on many of his other decks with Doc's playing cards. But yeah, so that was done by Brad. I don't know if he has this on his website or he might have a different poster now on his website. But besides that, I only have two other things of like artwork on my walls, which is actually 2 uncut sheets. So,
And whose uncut sheets are those?
oh, if you must ask, they are yours, Dan. The freshman and sophomore year editions of In Session playing cards.
In Session playing cards, sophomore edition, available at your favorite Murphy's Magic retailer,
aka SoCal. And SoCal.
Decks on Decks.
Decks on Decks, yes. Great guys.
Anyway, but yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to get my Luke Wade stuff, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can't wait to get my Nightmares and Daydreams or whatever from Brad.
I backed out of that one. I didn't get those.
He shared the carrot case he got the other day. Holy crap! It looks way better than any of the renders that he came up with. Because it's like a little TV.
Yeah, I backed out of it completely.
Yeah. Well, I think it came down to him or Jackson. I think I'm like, well, sorry, Jackson.
Yeah. See, so we did the flip. I didn't do it. See, it happens. It happens.
Cool. Well, speaking of not having any money, Black Friday is coming up.
Yep. People are about to spend a shit ton of money on the holidays.
Yes.
And we all know, we all are about like saving deals. And this Friday is, as everybody knows, in the U.S. anyway. I don't know how it is across the world. If you guys have this tradition in other parts of the world, let us know. Put in the comments down below or hit us up. Here in the U.S., the fourth Thursday of every November is Thanksgiving. The following day, and by the way, this is a Monday through Sunday calendar. I know most people are going to be like, what the fuck? This is a Monday through Sunday calendar. So the following day in the U.S., we have a tradition called Black Friday. For us, Black Friday is a day where almost every retail store, puts a ton of discounts and sales, and everybody goes nuts. That's also followed up now by Cyber Monday, which happens the following Monday. But as is true American tradition, we are impatient. As per tradition, Americans, we're impatient. So
now a lot of Black Friday sales started like this weekend.
Yeah, seriously, it's already a week early. It's like, okay, Black Friday week sales. It's like, oh great,
yeah. So we picked a few just to kind of mention in the playing card world. I know we're gonna miss a ton. I know.
If we miss, and like I said, and like Dan said, if we miss anything, guys, let us know in the comments down
Yeah.
below. This way we can let other people know and grow a good like community to share other places for sales or like cool things that are about to be set.
Yeah, like I know it's not on our list, but since we just talked about it, King's Wild, I think it's like 10 or 15% off his entire site, and then he's releasing a gilded version of Maduro or whatever that deck is. I think I saw.
Yeah, I think something. I think I saw
Yeah,
something like that.
I got an email about it or something. So yeah, he always has something going on. I know someone who already has their sales going on starting today. I believe was Emily Slights, 52.
Yep.
She's got crazy ass deals on her site. A lot of decks are half off, or even only like $5 for most of her stuff.
Yep.
Her back catalog.
Yep.
And keep this in mind: her decks don't really sell on other websites. So if you've been a fan of hers, I'm sure Chris will link it in the comments below or whatever.
In the description below.
The description below. Yeah.
We're new to this, guys, so we don't know how to do all this little like.
I just show up and talk. Chris takes care of the rest of it.
much.
But yeah, I mean, most of her catalog is $5, and I mean, who the hell turns down $5 decks?
Yeah, especially nice
you
decks
have the
that
money.
look well, that look good,
Yeah.
and are worker decks, and you could beat them to death.
And they come straight from her.
Yeah.
That's even the best part. The money goes straight back to her, not a third party or anything.
No.
Yeah.
No, but besides her, I mean, now there's also other companies doing some crazy sales. I mean, Dan, I think we were talking about earlier, SoCal doing some crazy sales right now.
Yeah, he's doing
Alright.
his mystery half brick boxes again.
Yeah.
Where $30 for 6 decks, and you get the carrot case. The
Yeah.
half brick carrot case. Sleeve thing.
Let's be honest.
the
It's the
sleeve
sleeve, not the hard case. Let's
I'll
put
be
it out
honest with
there.
you, the sleeve is pretty dope.
It really is. I have those as well. It's
Yeah,
awesome. That thing is cool.
So it'll value at least $30, and it's Henry. So you're gonna get decent stuff.
For sure.
Won't be too disappointed.
I don't know if he's going to do what he did last year, because I remember he did last year the raffle tickets that he would put into. It was like a
Right.
limited amount of half bricks, and he put a raffle ticket in and then did a raffle. He did that twice this year, I think. And I remember the first from last year, I won the If an Octopus Kapam V2 deck and book with the cover, which I got very lucky with. I did not expect that one.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I mean, Henry does some crazy things all the time like that. And
Yes, he
I
does.
mean, I won't doubt that he'll do something with a raffle.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to watch his live all the way through, and I don't think he's made an official announcement. So, I know his sales hit. I can't remember the time, but he's gonna have those. I think he's gonna have a bunch of Fontaines and probably some other deals.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's having a ton
Yeah.
of deals. I mean, even right now, a lot of his bargain basement stuff or his bargain bin stuff is insane. Or deal of the days. Oh my god, he's having a ton of those and cheap prices for really good decks.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean ever since he kind of expanded the store with Murphy's, he's more than just an online seller. He's pretty much you don't think of cars without thinking of Henry. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's true. Yeah, this community, really needs Henry, and we're very happy to have him.
Yeah.
He's one of the very few people in the industry, or in this community, I should say, that everybody generally likes him and has only good things to say about him.
Yeah, and if you don't, then we don't
You're
want you
weird.
around.
No, if you don't like Henry, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's. I mean, that could be said. I think everybody unanimously will agree with us if we say that. Whether you like me personally or not, or don't like me, if you don't like Henry, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly. SoCal playing cards.
Yes. So
All right. We are not sponsored by them, by the way.
no, not at all. Not everybody that we're talking about right now that we're gonna basically put in the description below. We're not sponsored by anybody. Hashtag not sponsored. Just saying. But there's other couple companies that are doing some awesome stuff. I know right now. I mean, there's also another big company we're going to talk about in a second. But Theory 11 has been doing a little bit of like a sneak peek of their new decks that they're about to, or the new deck or 2 decks. Who knows how many?
Yeah, we're not really sure.
We're not really sure because they did like a little teaser. One was the Joker, one was Batman. So is it 2 separate decks, or is it going to be 1 deck combined?
And then my other question is, what franchise Batman is this?
Yeah,
Is this the Christian Bale Batman?
I hope so, because if it's the Joker, I want the Heath Ledger Joker, because that was like the best Joker ever.
Because the writing is kind of why so
Now-
serious type of thing. So I don't really know.
The writing looks more like the Jared Leto Joker.
which is fucking terrible. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Jared Leto can just fucking fuck off.
He should never been Joker.
He shouldn't be
Honestly.
anything.
I mean, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was great,
You could
but
not have casted that any better.
yeah, but
That's like casting Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It was like perfect.
perfect. It was perfect. I mean, if they would have done the Heath Ledger version of Joker, I would have been so happy because that, in my opinion, he will go down as the best depiction of Joker ever.
Second best,
Who's the first then?
Mark Hamill. I know it's just voice acting, right? I know it's just voice.
No, I will give you that. Yes, for the voice.
When I think of Joker, I think of Heath, but with Mark Hamill's voice.
I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that. Yes. Problem is with Mark Hamill.
You could go either way.
You can go either way, but the problem is with Mark Hamill. I'm thinking Luke Skywalker, but not.
But you know what? When I think Mark Hamill, I think Joker first. I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah. See, different people,
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks. But it happens. It happens. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm very curious of what they're doing here.
I'm very curious. But then if they put the Jared Leto Joker, does that mean they're going to put the Ben Affleck Batman?
I don't know. I hope.
Which-
God, that's another fucking mistake.
That one was okay. The worst Batman, in my opinion.
George Clooney.
Yes, 100%. 100% was the worst, in my opinion. That should have that.
And then Val
no.
Kilmer.
I didn't mind Val Kilmer. But George Clooney should have never been Batman.
No. You know what? Here's the one thing positive thing I can say about Ben Affleck playing Batman. He was a great Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Oh, he played that part perfectly.
Yes.
He played the egotistical, arrogant.
Also, could have been the script because those DC movies were pretty bad.
They were.
Okay.
Honestly,
Except for Man of Steel.
Man of
And the
Steel-
first Wonder Woman.
Yes, I loved both of those. Second
Yeah.
one, Wonder Woman sucked. Man of Steel was great. Justice League, I could live without.
Right. Same here.
You know, it's sorry, DC
But
fans.
but it's okay. They've got James Gunn heading the DC now, so I have high hopes for them now because James Gunn is a fucking genius.
Yes, and hopefully they're smart.
If they just let him have full control,
But then again, you're talking about people that it's the DC. It's the DC.
The Rock is telling them, "Hey, you guys need to change." And if The Rock is telling you that, you fucking listen to The Rock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, James Gunn, let's start to get off topic here, but he did already mention that he wants to focus on Wonder Woman,
Which he
Harley
should.
Quinn, and these are the actual the actors that are playing them now. He wants to focus on those two. Batman, but he didn't specify what Batman he wants to focus on. What's his face? Who plays Superman and Man of Steel? Why can't I remember his name right now?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, him.
He's coming back as
Yeah,
man. He's coming back.
those are the
which-
four actors and characters.
So-
And Aquaman. He wants to focus on those five with those current actors and move this.
So funny enough, it's like we're going off topic here. We're talking about Black Friday, but this is what we always do. For me, Henry Cavill, besides Christopher Reeve, was one of the best choices for Superman,
Yes.
in my opinion. I remember watching him in Man of Steel, and there was one part in that movie that was towards the end where he did a look, and it reminded me so much of Christopher Reeve, and I was like, oh my god, this is Superman.
Yeah.
And I was like, and when he said he's coming back as Superman, I was ecstatic.
I mean, he had to quit The Witcher on the Netflix to do it.
I know, and that I've seen episodes. I haven't seen the full thing. I'm dying to watch the whole thing, but I know he's done such a great job because he's a Witcher
Right.
player. He plays it, so
Right.
he knows the whole backstory and everything of that. That's
But
why
he'd
he was-
rather play Superman.
yeah,
And I
which
don't blame him.
I don't blame him because that's a part that he should always have. I mean, he has the physique for it, and he has the look. Even though he's British, he has an all-American look being a Brit.
Yeah, so I'm excited for what
Yeah.
they do because James Gunn. I mean, if you're listening to this and you don't know who James Gunn is, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the newer Suicide Squad was all him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, look, he got fired by Disney and got rehired. That's how good he is. And now Disney's losing him.
yeah. Unfortunately,
That's
all right.
okay.
We went a
Anyway.
little bit off topic.
So yeah, Theory 11. We're not sure what to expect. I would fully expect a Batman and a Joker, but what iteration, that's yet to be seen.
But now, then the bigger question is going to be: are they going to do their monochromatic decks like they've done with, like, for example, like the Avengers and with Star Wars and Harry Potter, or I think, especially with all the colors, like for the Joker, they should do what they did with the Grateful Dead. Like add all these
That and the
colors in.
Beatles, yeah.
Yeah, you put all those colors in, especially
Yeah.
for the Joker deck. That would be insane. You know, that would
We'll
be
see.
like the best thing to do for that. And I think for especially for that franchise would do really well.
I agree. So yeah, we'll have to hold on to our butts and see what happens.
I mean,
And then and then art of play. I can't remember they're teasing this other artful deck, and I can't remember what it was. I just saw it today, but it looked kind of artsy and cute and colorful, like an art of play deck would be. But then these Dan and Dave limited mystery decks.
yeah. I mean, we were talking before we started about this, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, and you were mentioning like, oh, it's all these decks in the tuck, and I'm like, wait, so you can get a gilded deck, you get any of like the even the
I have no idea.
or like you said, if an octopus could palm V1, but in a limited mystery tuck, and it looks like I was looking at the pictures that the back of the tuck has like a little window flap that you can look at what deck it is without actually opening the tuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I mean,
It's-
it's interesting. Like, I don't know how I'd feel buying one and then getting like
Or or is that tuck a little bit oversized where the deck sleeves into it?
that would be nice.
See if the deck sleeved into that and it was a full deck that was not taken apart and put into a new tuck, that would be cool. Because you're losing value without the actual, the
Yeah, I mean,
actual
how would you
tuck.
feel if you opened it up and it was a private reserve Dana Dave, or if an octopus could palm V1 and it's not the tuck?
Yeah.
Like, that would be kind of like
One you
what?
lost value. You lost value, and two, you're like, why? This is not what I want. You know?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Dryfist playing cards is the one I was talking about. It's very artful. If you see it, it probably looks familiar to you.
Yeah.
But like, I'll wait for that for the Christmas mystery decks, which I'm pretty sure that'll be in there.
It'll be in there for sure.
Yeah,
I never do their mystery decks though, just because
I
I'm
do.
like,
I have fun.
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I've flipped almost every one I've gotten. That's why I don't. But also that's why I don't buy from Art of Play throughout the year, because I just wait for this.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
then I get some of the off-ball decks that I would never buy, and
yeah,
I don't have it with me, and I can't pronounce it. Thorium or whatever. That deck is beautiful, but I would have never bought it.
yeah, the Cabinatorium.
Yeah, I would have never bought that.
Yeah, like I honestly, I remember when I first got into the community, I bought a few decks from Art of Play because I didn't know anything better. I didn't know anybody else. That was like the first website I heard, and of course, I heard it from Chris Ramsey because he's friends with Dan and Dave. So that's where I went and I bought decks from them. Now, of course, I know a little bit better. I know, look around and
Yeah.
do things. But yeah, honestly, for me, their decks, even their printed decks, the ones that they create, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean,
not my
there's nothing
style.
wrong. They're just not me,
Yeah, they're not my style.
But
I I
that's-
really do hope that they're actually putting the actual full deck and
I
tuck
know.
inside a sleeve like that.
and I'm sure we'll know this by the time people see this.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
Because they just announced today what they really were. They were just teasing a black tuck, and I just thought
Yeah.
it would be something new or something. And no, it's mystery. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to depend on how much they are.
Yeah, I mean, how much are they usually? Like $15?
Yeah.
I mean, if
And
they're
really, I mean, if you go to their website, they range from 15 to 18 for their decks.
yeah. So you're gonna get equal value.
Like their last release, the Kodiak playing cards with the bear, those
Yeah.
went for 18.
Yeah, so you're gonna get like almost equal value, like almost a 1-for-1 thing when you buy the mystery decks.
Yeah, it'll be. They have my attention.
Yeah,
I'm paying attention, and that's about it, especially with what they've been teasing on their Instagram. I'm very curious if they're going to be teaching a class
that would
about
be interesting.
cardistry, because they're sharing these cryptic messages and pictures, like DGC6 coming soon,
Yeah,
or Charlier, like Spinner. So I don't know if they're coming out with a book or if they're coming out with a YouTube series or something,
it might be.
a master class.
They might be. I mean, they are like the godfathers of cardistry, so
Yeah. So I don't know.
we'll see. We will wait and see.
They have some stuff up their sleeves.
Well, Dan, before we go on, we haven't done this in a while. Ooh, nice one. I heard that from here.
Yeah, thanks.
We haven't done one of these in a couple weeks. Deck check time.
Well, I've been using them since I got them on Saturday. The
You
Orbit Tally-Ho Blues.
Orbits.
Yep.
Granted, I just showed the Lord of the Rings deck, but I've actually been using the low polys like I showed a few minutes
Nice.
ago. Yeah,
It's been really cold here, so a lot of my decks are clicky.
yeah, for me too. Like this deck really started getting clicky when I opened it.
Very clicky. But that's because it's not crushed.
Yeah. So this deck, honestly, I mean, I don't know if you could hear it from here.
Oh, God, yeah. I wonder if mine will do that.
It clicks.
Wait, here we go. Nope. But I bet if I touch it for longer than 5 seconds, it will be all clicky.
I mean, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
All my decks are now clicking. I'm like, great. The temperature's dropping, so it's making my decks click.
So,
I'm like,
but this deck is so smooth that I've just been powering through and it's been okay.
nice.
Like it's not like super clicky like the low poly or that where you hold it and it's like
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yep. It's like almost to that. It's almost to that point. Like I was like, holy shit. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. Nah, not really. You're not there yet, but you can.
Close.
Yeah. They're definitely clicking.
Fucking
but
weather changes.
I know. I hate it. I hate it. So what else you got? So what else you got in you, Dan?
All right, so I wanted to talk about this for a second here. I ordered something
Okay.
and it is awesome.
Ah.
That's all I'm going to tell you. No. I ordered this thing. Unanchored.
Oh, the
Los
Ryan
Anchors.
Schultz by Ryan Schultz.
Yep. But I got the case. This beautiful fucking thing. Look at this thing, man. Okay. Magnetic.
How much did that set you back?
We don't need to talk about that right now because I don't remember. One something. But, I mean, the book was, I think, like 70, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
So it was, why not just get this? Because I'll tell you, it's your eyes go to it in my case. Right? So it's got that nice shiny foil.
Yeah. Is it like almost like a velvet texture on it or no?
No,
Or
it's
is
a little, almost like,
Almost looks like a matte texture from here.
yeah, kind of mattish, kind of almost denimish kind
Okay.
of feel to it. Kind of hard to explain because I can't explain textures. But anyway, you open it. Okay, you get the book here, or book here, right? And I'll take that out in a second. And then you got it came with 2 decks. Let me put this down where it won't turn my computer off. Okay, let's take a look at the decks real quick. I'm not opening them, by the way.
No, keep 'em
so
chill.
it came with just the regular blue unanchored deck, which I don't have the open one around. Oh, I do. Hold on.
Could have been more prepared, Danny.
All right. So you get one of these. You know,
Yep.
to do whatever with, right? I had one of those before. Get in there.
That's what she said.
Okay. And then you get one of these gilded decks.
Nice.
I can't remember which one came with the book because Ryan was dope enough and sent me both. Because there was, if you were one of the first like 10 people or something to order the book, this thing, you got 2 gilded decks. Well, I wasn't, and he did anyway. So this is the blue speckle. It's like,
Okay.
you know, the
Yeah.
specks in it, right? And then this is the silver speckle. I can't remember which one came with what actually is supposed to come with the book or not. So,
I think it might have been the blue to match the color.
so I'm like, since I'm not going to open them, I'm going to put both of them in here.
As you
Keep
should.
keep them safe, right? It's very nice and tight.
That's what she said.
Okay. Now it's kind of
Wow.
hard to. It's kind of hard to. Here, let me. Oh, and you also get this little hand numbered.
Nice.
So only 250 of the sets exist. Ryan signs it and hand numbers them. So that's kind of nice to have in there. Now it's kind of hard to review a magic book because you can't really talk about the magic
True.
and the slides and stuff. Look at that blue edging.
Nice.
Okay, and it has a built-in bookmark thing, the little ribbon.
Yeah.
Like all good books should. Not that I read.
Yeah.
But I'll show you why I came to it. Okay,
Pictures?
they're not illustrations.
They're pictures.
Like high fucking quality pictures. And you don't see that often.
No,
you
you
know?
don't.
Like, of course, the ones in the tricks are color.
Of course.
I just don't want to show those.
No, makes sense.
For obvious reasons. So I'm about halfway through it, just kind of picking through. See you there real quick, okay? It's good. It's a good read. He explains it very well, which a lot of people who write books have a hard time doing.
Yeah.
Making sense of it, or taking advantage of the illustrations to help.
Now, in your opinion, because I'm a person who doesn't like I can't understand from books. Like I could read books and I get it, but I cannot
You can't make heads or tails of it.
exactly. Would it be good for someone like me, or is it more for someone that can understand that's into books?
I would say if you have somewhat general knowledge of a deck of cards, you can follow this.
Okay.
There are tricks, there are routines that he has in here. He also has a chapter on like moves, like utility things, just to add to your, as he calls it, arsenal.
Yeah.
Like certain controls, or there's a peek in here that he does that is, it's a different way to do the riffle peek. You know the riffle, this thing, where you go like that.
Yeah.
Like that to show the person. He has a way to boom. I know what the card is. Like, and it's like you read, duh, but you never think of it. And a couple other methods to mark cards without being caught. Magician Foolish. I'm halfway through I went through that stuff first, the Arsenal stuff.
Yeah. As you should. As you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. And now I'm just kind of going through the routines. And I like it
Nice.
so far. I know our buddy Solomon helped him with it, as he
Yep.
does with the False Anchors projects. He's got a couple tricks. I think he's got a couple tricks in there. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far yet. Or that into it. But I like it. I'm not a big magic book guy either. I have like 3, counting that one. I have Sean Divine's first one, Divinations,
Yeah.
right? And then I have Harapon's Principia, I can't remember. The big orange book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
What I
looks
liked
like
what he did with that is he gave Harapin gave you a link to show all the video shit to go with the book. That I like.
nice.
But anyway, you were gonna say something?
No, I'm saying I'm actually on the website right now trying to see if it's still available. It is actually still available.
You're right.
He does even still the collector's edition is still available as well. It's
Okay.
150, but then he's also and then he's selling the book by itself for 75.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I'm like, fuck it. And Solomon, I talked to him quite a lot, probably almost daily, and I gotta support the boy if I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Part of me is like, oh, maybe I'll just get the book because I don't want to spend 150, but 75 I might be able to swing.
Yeah. I know other retailers have it too. But it was it was the photos that did it for me.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I just wanted to share that and just
oh,
be
for
like,
sure. For sure.
I like it, and I'll tell you, as just a collection piece, it looks great up there. I got to redo my whole display anyway, because it's getting a little crazy. I gotta cycle some shit out.
Yeah, I have to. Soon I'm packing, so for me it's like I have to pack all my shit, and then
Oh man, I am not looking forward to that when that day comes. Moving.
I mean, living on my own in a studio apartment in this apartment for 2 years. When I moved in here, I didn't have a lot. After 2 years, I'm like, holy shit, I have a lot of stuff here. I'm like looking around. I'm like, damn, I have to pack all this. Luckily, I have a storage unit, so I can throw my stuff in storage if I need to. So, but Jesus Christ, I accumulated a lot of shit.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah, I mean, with all my shit, it might be time for me to do a giveaway. Wink, wink.
Very subtle.
Very subtle, very very subtle. I mean, if people have not noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, all our IGs are down below.
IG stands for Instagram.
I know, right? We're kind of OGs that way, But I will be doing a giveaway shortly. Still trying to figure out how I want to do it, but I'm going to be giving away some decks because I have too many, and I'm like, you know what? Time to give back to the community.
Say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
He said hi, Chris, if you can't hear him in the video. Whatever.
But yeah, that's going to be happening hopefully within the next week or so.
Giveaways are good, man.
Yeah, it's something because I want to give back. It's the holiday season. I'm grateful and thankful for this community for accepting me and embracing me. I've been part of the community now for almost 2 years, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. So, I gotta
I've
gotta
been
get
part
back.
of it for 5. Yeah, a
Jeez.
little over like 5.5. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
Well,
I can't believe my third deck's about to come out.
well, with that being said, also, I was saying I'm being thankful. We are about to have Thanksgiving. So here in the U.S., we have Thanksgiving. Dan, what are you thankful for this year? Or
I'm just gonna keep it to the car community because personal life has been pretty shitty.
Oh, no, for
this
sure.
year,
No,
you know.
by all means.
But I would say that I'm just thankful for people that follow me, that interact with me, that talk to me, that support my projects. I mean, I got my third deck junior year funded on Kickstarter this year, and that was pretty cool. That makes 3 in a row. Senior year is next, and I'm almost done with the design work on that. So I'm but thankful for everybody that just kind of just supports my stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool, and the friendships of everybody,
For sure. For sure.
and even the haters. I
Yeah.
love you guys.
Yeah. I mean, if
You
we're
know who you are.
we'll be doing something wrong if we didn't have haters. Or
That
the
was a reference.
or the keyboard warriors. That's another
Yeah.
reference. Inside joke references we all know.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I mean, I would have to say, keeping into the context of the community, I would have to say I'm thankful for everybody that I've got to know over the past couple years almost. In this community, some awesome people, some great people that now I call good friends, and just a whole new community of people that I would have never known existed if I never got into cards.
Yeah.
We meet so many different people, and even the fact that I got to know people on a daily basis and people that I talk to almost on a daily basis, it's like, wow, okay, friendships do happen, even though, through quarantine and through COVID and everything like that, we're able to have some type of communication and some type of, friendships and relationships that way. So I'm very thankful for that.
For shizzle.
For shizzle my nizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went old school that way.
Well, I think that's a good way to end this fucking thing.
For sure. First off, guys, if you're in the U.S., if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. If you're not from the U.S., happy holidays, because the
To
holidays
hell
are
with
right
you. No, I'm just kidding.
on. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones, the families. Hopefully you guys enjoy. What I would
fat.
say, yeah, seriously, what I would say, because I work in the wine business, please don't drink and drive. If you're going over to people's houses for Thanksgiving dinner, just be smart. Don't drink and drive, please.
And that's why I host.
This is why we have Ubers in New York. I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, on that note, guys, have a happy holidays. We'll see you next time.
On that note, Aaron Judge to the San Francisco Giants. I totally missed the camera.
You totally missed it.